Nah, we gonna have some fun. I got some TikToks that I know I could talk about. Oops, that is not the right thing. Ah, Earth2Abbs. How do you know who I'm talking about? Stoic, my brother. Thank you, but how do you know who I'm talking about? Oh, I hate this account. I'm already fucking dreading it. What have I done to myself? Hey, you're smarter than me, man. Just a reminder to all the smut girlies going to... I just don't care about call. I don't even know what that is.
You know how much I...
Cringe. Oh my god, bro. One of the many issues I have with TERFs outside of the raging transphobia... Interesting. Is their complete lack of nuance when they have... Wow, I literally, this is so stupid. I can't respond to this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nah, that's so dumb. I can't even respond to it. I'm not reading that. Is the epitome of misogyny. Holy shit. Can I at least find something that's not just the... These are the posts that blow up. These brain dead wall of text never had an original... Oh my god. No, she doesn't talk in any of her videos.
I knew it was...
I'm sorry, she doesn't talk in most of her videos.
Everybody wondering, how can I help you, Ron? Listen to this video. By the end of this video...
You fucking liar. You fucking liar. You fucking manipulator.
Don't wear that outfit again.
This is exactly what I mean when I say men have the most profound level of cognitive dissonance in all of history.
I keep hearing them using this word. I don't know what it means. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've looked it up before and I still don't remember. The state of having inconsistent thought... The state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. How's this cognitive dissonance? You can believe that smoking cigarettes is unhealthy. That doesn't mean that you can't smoke cigarettes. You're just partaking in an unhealthy action, no? Am I dumb? Do I just not... Am I dumb? That isn't... Whatever.
This man is literally approaching his 20s, and he's so disconnected from reality that he's literally making Call of Duty lobby jokes where the only people that find them funny are the brain-dead incels that are in there with him. I mean, they would
I love how...
literally rather joke about their dissonance in all of history. I mean, this man is literally approaching his 20s, and he's so disconnected from reality that he's literally making Call of Duty lobby jokes where the only people that find them funny are the brain-dead incels that are in there with
you notice how they always generalize? If you find it funny, then you're a brain-dead incel. Or maybe it's just funny. I don't know the joke, but...
I mean, they would literally rather joke about their own unintelligence instead of actually going out and getting an IQ above the number 80. Anyone
Because making jokes about being stupid is funny.
who has access to Google and Googles anything remotely related to what he's talking about for more than 3 seconds can tell that what he's saying is completely untrue.
Maybe he made the joke because it's completely untrue. Maybe he made the joke to be ironic, but these people don't understand irony. Possibility? No.
And it's not even cognitive dissonance on that level, it's the level in which he makes the joke as well. I mean, he's literally using an audio from American Psycho, which is a movie that was directed by a woman and written by a gay man, as a satire, a jab at men with fragile egos who say absurd and uneducated shit like this. I mean, honestly, I don't think the phrase "go touch grass" has ever been more applicable.
No, this is literally the definition of a dumb bitch that can't take a joke. What's up, Matreon? Nobody says this. Gender is not arbitrary. It's a carefully constructed social structure. Please shut the hell up. Even if you laugh at me when I say that pornography is harmful and dangerous. I agree. So I showed them studies, I showed them articles. God. Oh! Absolutely not. Oh God. What did I say? Wait, I'm just looking at this app. What did I say? If I was president, I'd make porn illegal. But shout out my boy Mike Coxlong. You didn't get shit. You didn't get shit. I know that your name is Mike Coxlong. I know that. I'm not an idiot. What's the account? I've been tinkering with the response content and she looks like easy bait. Earth2Abbs. They bring in more money than in it. Yeah, it's crazy, actually. No one cares. I want a good video to actually respond to, and these are so shit.
Misandry is a made-up concept by terrible
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a made-up concept if you can't even pronounce a fucking word right. It's misandry.
men.
If misandry's made up, what about this?
Drop a hot take. Men are trash.
Or what about this?
Let's discuss the fragile male ego.
Also this.
Today I ruined a man's day, and it was the best feeling ever.
I am incredibly sick right now, so I apologize for my voice, but before
It literally sounds the same.
get into the examples that he provided of misandry, let's actually put into context what Drew was saying in that first clip.
Misandry is a made-up concept by terrible men to justify being misogynistic. Misogyny is a system of oppression.
It literally is not. You're just making shit up. You're literally just making shit up. I spelled that word wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Dislike or contempt of or ingrained prejudice against women. What does that have to do with about a system of oppression? It's always oppression this, oppression that. It literally comes down to the exact same Marxist bullshit that they've been saying for the past 60 fucking years. It doesn't make any sense. It's not based in reality. You're just making shit up.
Exists in every aspect of life outside of the internet. We were all raised within a patriarchal society. Women
No, we were not.
can literally not oppress men.
So when we actually put Drew's words into context, she did not
When you put her words into context, she sounds even more fucking stupid.
literally mean that misandry does not exist. She meant misandry does not exist as the flip side of misogyny. Misogyny is an oppressive system.
But this is why I have a problem with these people. Literally, I've heard this exact same point. I hate you.
Misandry is not.
Like I've heard this exact same argument. I mean, Drew literally just said it, and Drew heard it from some other dumb broad who heard it from some other dumb broad. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why I hate these people's arguments because it's the same fucking thing.
For if you define it as such, it simply does not exist in that regard. What Drew is doing here is using a rhetorical tactic. She's making an overarching and general statement in order to grab the attention's audience before actually stating her argument. Therefore, if you define it as such, it simply does not exist in that regard.
I want to know what definitions we're getting from. That's crazy that misogyny didn't happen before the second wave of feminism. They just never talked about it ever. I wonder why that is.
What Drew is doing here is using a rhetorical tactic. She's making an overarching and general statement in order to grab the attention's audience before actually stating her argument. Think of it as a cliffhanger. She's giving you a cliffhanger before she actually states the rest of her story, or her argument. The clip that I showed was her actual argument. Yours was her cliffhanger, and your entire counter-argument relied on that cliffhanger rather than attacking her actual argument. So overall, this argument is incredibly fallacious and very weak, and he knew.
Let me just make sure I'm on the right page here. I just need to make sure I'm on the right page, okay? Based on a mistaken belief.
Fallacious and very weak.
It's not, because the argument is based upon the fact that you're all fucking morons. That's what it's based upon. So it's not fallacious because it's based on the belief that you're all fucking idiots, which you are.
And he knew that, which is why he used this fallacious tactic in order to make it sound as though he was right.
Wait, did she just use the same word twice?
So overall, this argument is incredibly fallacious and very weak, and he knew that, which is why he used this fallacious tactic in order.
Buzzwords. Buzzwords. That's what it. There's no way you use the word fallacious twice in one sentence.
To make it sound as though he was right. But before
I would love to see her Google search. I want to know. Do you think she spent money for dictionary.com? You think she has like a dictionary app that gives like a buzzword of the day? You think it's like a liberal or progressive dictionary that they're like, all right, you have to use this word once before the end of the day, and she's like, nah, bitch, I got this, and then uses it twice.
Let's backpedal a little bit to one of the clips that you showed in the beginning.
Also this.
Today I ruined a man's day, and it was the best feeling ever.
I find this incredibly ironic because you use this as an example of misandry, you know, the concept of women hating men. But the person in that video, for those of you who don't know, is this young man.
Day, and it was the best feeling.
If you are born with a vagina and you are above the age of 18, you are a woman. That is not up for discussion. There is no trans. You can be a trans man, sure. You're still not a man. You can be a trans man, I guess, but you're still a woman, so. Also, you stupid. Regardless of that being the case, where does it say misandry has to come from women? Regardless of that.
Today I ruined a man's day, and it was the best feeling ever.
I find this incredibly ironic because you use this as an example of misandry, you know, the concept of women hating men.
That's not what misandry is. You don't know what you're talking about. Quite literally, it is the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men. It doesn't say from women. But of course, you would actually have to have, as you said, an IQ above 80 to understand that. I'm not even gonna. Anyone who believes in your truth and your truth, quote unquote, is an idiot as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the stupidest thing ever. This is the stupidest point ever. Do you want to know why it's the stupidest point ever? So I was never a fuckboy myself, but one of my friends used to know a lot of fuckboys, and they would shoot their shot with plenty of girls in a night. Not catcall, but like actually shoot their shot, right? They would get shot down a lot. They would. But they would normally get at least one girl. Why? Because it's about numbers. It doesn't matter how many times it doesn't work. It matters how many times it does work. It's the same reason my friends hated me whenever we went out to restaurants when we were younger. It's because I would always flirt with the waitress to try to get free food. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would always try to flirt with the waitress to try to get free food. And they would always say, Anthony, why do you always do that? Why do you always flirt with them? Like, you're never gonna get free food. And then, but I did a few times. I did get free food. Not even my entire meal free, but maybe like a free side, a free appetizer, something free, even a free drink, whatever. It's $2-3 that I don't gotta pay for. And they hated that. It's because it doesn't matter if it doesn't work 99% of the time. If it works that 1% of the time, hey, let's go for it. So it's not about any of this. And this is a woman speaking as though she is a man and that she understands men, but she doesn't. This shit only works for gods. What, catcalling or flirting with the waitress? Flirting with the waitress works for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. But not all men cry, not all men are predators. Some are predators sympathize. Flirting with the waitress? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm built different. Look at me.
Feminists will often point out the less than 1% of men that are CEOs as proof of the patriarchy, while conveniently enough ignoring the vast majority of men that are doing the dangerous, dirty jobs necessary to keep society moving.
I'm struggling to see how this is proof that patriarchy doesn't exist, rather than simply...
You're probably struggling to see it because, let's be honest, you are an idiot. I'm not even sorry. You are objectively, factually a fucking moron. You are so unbelievably stupid. That is probably why you don't see it. But let's humor it. This will be the last video, and then I'm gonna get off for the night.
Simply just an example of how it does. These dangerous jobs that he's referring to are also working class jobs. So even if women were to entirely dominate across the board in these,
which they never would,
types of jobs, it still would not provide them with any type of economic power over men. Are also working class jobs. So even if women were to entirely dominate across the board in these types of jobs, it still would not provide them with any type of economic power over men.
Hold on, loser. You missed something.
Rather than simply just an example of how it does. These dangerous jobs that he's referring to are also working class jobs. So even if women were to entirely dominate across the board in these types of jobs, it still would not provide them with any type of economic power over men. And
it still would not provide them any economic power over men. So doing what I do best, using that exact same logic, if most of the hardworking, the blue-collar jobs or whatever are worked by women, then they would not provide any economic power over men. So these blue-collar jobs that are worked 95+% dominant men, then that means they provide no economic power over women. That means that we have no economic power over women, right? Right? Hold on, I gotta...
Speaking of working class jobs, women have been historically overrepresented and grossly underpaid in a plethora of different working class jobs.
I would love...
anything ranging from teaching all the way to a daycare provider, or
any
anything
examples?
Childcare related.
Any examples?
So it's not like women just
no, of course not.
Don't exist in these working class jobs that are...
They don't.
Required to keep society moving.
They are.
And the only reason that men get the short end of the stick in this respect, that they have to do
don't say the patriarchy. Don't say the patriarchy.
Is simply because of patriarchal notions teaching them that because they are the stronger of the sexes, they ought to do actions that validate that strength. be moving. And the only reason that men get the short end of the stick in this respect, that they have to do the more dangerous jobs, is
because women don't do them. Because women don't want to do them. Because women are choosing to not do these jobs. It is literally that simple. If you can go out and do them, then do them. If you can and want to go out and do them, do them. But you can't and you don't. So you don't do them. No one's judging you for that. There are 5'6" men who would never go out there in a fucking oil rig. I'm 6'4" and I would never go out there in a fucking oil rig. But there are men who will go out there and do that. And I appreciate every fucking one of them. Out of the 33 people that all but one. Ooh. That's hilarious. That is funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's funny, Matreon. But I would never go out there in a fucking oil rig, the crab fishing boats, the sewer jobs, the blue collar jobs. I would never go out there and do that shit. I'm built for it. I'm not gonna go out there and do that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? I appreciate every single one of the motherfuckers who go out there and they work their ass off, because without them, I don't have anything. You don't have anything. We do not have anything, and we cannot and we do not function as a society. And how disrespectful is it? Oh yeah, it's because the patriarchy tells them you're the strongest thing. It's because you don't want to do it and you can't do it. And you are so fucking delusional to sit there in your air-conditioned home with your fucking braces that most of the world doesn't even have, right? America is one of the very few countries with good teeth across the fucking board. And you think that you're so fucking stupid. It's complicated on YouTube. Ask questions like that, everything. Exactly.
simply because of
And I bet most of HR is women, isn't it, Machion?
patriarchal notions teaching them that because they are the stronger of the sexes, they ought to do actions that validate that strength. And that's obviously going to have influence on the types of jobs they choose. So the thing to blame here would be patriarchal notions that are embedded into our socialization of young boys.
So basically what she's saying is, what she's saying, that's hilarious, Matreon. All of your women, all of your HR is women. That says more than that says more than I could ever want to. So basically what she's saying is the same thing that every other leftist idiot argues. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's someone else's fault. Blame society. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. I'll watch a couple more. I'll get off when I'm at 1:30. Femininity is incapable of empowering women. That is factually incorrect. Nah, this is an L take. I won't. She gotta have the wingspan of a taco. This is an L take. No. Where is it? Female empowerment through performing femininity. Not just femininity, but performing femininity, of course. The only people performing femininity are trans women. Actual men pretending to be women. That's performative. Does not give women power over men. It quite literally does. Ask me I want you to go out and ask yourself and ask any man, would he do anything for a bitch in good makeup, some good lipstick, maybe some red lipstick if it looks good on her, high heels and a fat ass with thick curves? Ask any man what he would do to have that woman, take care of that woman, be with that woman, whatever. Personally, if a bitch got a fat enough ass, I will die for that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I get one chance to not pull out, she can have my kids, I'll die for her. I'll put my life on the line. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I cannot argue that there are too many respectable men who would not die for their woman. Ass tits, facts. Like, so that's an L take. It 100% gives. I would do everything sort of everything short of selling out my masculinity and my respect as a man to be with a woman like that. I do anything with a girl with a personality and pretty face. L take. I need a fat ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be nice to a girl with a personality. I mean, I'm really nice to most people as long as you're not stupid. Personality and pretty face. Not gonna lie. I need a fat ass. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need a fat ass. I would die for a bitch with a fat ass. With a great personality and a pretty face. Oh my god. I'm never pulling out.
Baby, you got something.
When we call right-wing women and women who overall disagree with feminism pick-me's, it's simply
It's because you're low IQ.
It's a shorthand way of saying that they're complacent to patriarchy and they've internalized misogynistic ideologies.
No, right-wing women can think for themselves.
Yep. W.
Because they don't agree with your political ideology doesn't mean that they're a pick-me it doesn't mean that they have internalized misogyny.
W.
And it doesn't give you the right to belittle and demean their opinion.
W.
I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but internalized misogyny is not a phrase you use whenever somebody just disagrees with your political idea.
Internalized misogyny is not a thing, so it doesn't really matter when you use it. Ass shape is more important than size. I agree. But when I say fat ass, I specifically mean a bitch with a fat ass that has a nice shape as well. You know what I mean? Like, it goes in turn with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta side with, I can't stand with a bitch with an attitude. That'll be it. No, I agree. I agree 100%. I wouldn't do anything for her. I'd be very, very nice to her and kind to her. You know, I might date her, maybe. Maybe smash, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you want me to do any, I would die for a bitch with a good personality, a gorgeous face, and a fat ass. I would die for that woman. Not gonna, I would live and die for her. I would live my life so that I could provide for her. Not gonna lie to you. A good personality is more important than ass. I agree. But I need both. Yeah, RC's in the Discord. Do you know that?
Ideology. It is a very specific term used to describe a very specific phenomenon that goes on within women, typically right-wing women. They internalize bigotry towards themselves, usually without even realizing it. It is very simply just a descriptive term. She has internalized misogyny the same way that I have internalized feminism or egalitarianism. But sure, let's see what else you have to say.
Here, take a listen to this.
I find it 100% ironic that
Oh my god, this woman. Oh. Okay, I agree. I'm sorry, I don't need a fat ass. I'm not really down for Aryans, but there's exceptions to every rule. This woman is gorgeous.
I have received more disrespect from women on this platform than I've ever received from men in my entire life.
Beauty. She's like 18, 19 too. Oh my god, she's young. I'm only 24, so I'm not fucking weird. I'm only 24. But oh my god.
That's a right-wing woman talking about you feminists and the way women like you treat
Brett Cooper and Mommy Carter could have my kids 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had the money to, I would have multiple wives. Kiara's isn't massive. Kiara? You're trolling me.
her on this platform.
For those of you who don't know...
Wait, who's Kiara? I don't think we're talking about the same Kiara.
When we call, like, right-wing women and women who...
I don't think we're talking about the same Kiara. Hold on. God damn it. Hold, please. Yeah, I need my phone. Hold on. Are you talking about the blonde woman? Bro, this is not 111 people, bro. Kiara Dale. Ah. Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She follows me. Get on my fucking level, guys. Fuck you guys. Yeah, she follows me. Sorry. You're not as good as me. I'm gonna finish this when I get off. Yeah, she follows me. Sorry, guys. She's taken. Dude, TikTok on PC is so shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This platform.
For those of you who don't know, the woman in that video is a conservative woman named Lauren, and she likes to post content about how she's openly anti-feminist, does not believe in patriarchy existing,
because it doesn't.
Very pro-life. So, yes, Lauren, when you make content that is specifically aimed at a political group, in this case feminism, I don't know why you wouldn't expect for the negative response to those videos to not be from that political group.
Fair.
Now, do not mistake my words. I'm not saying that feminists should start going out and attacking anti-feminists, both male and female alike. I'm simply saying that when you post content that is specifically aimed at critiquing feminism, it's not ironic that the primary response you get from those videos is from feminists, which is primarily comprised of women. And in regards to the man in the video, the creator, who keeps saying that I thought feminism was all about supporting all women, or you shouldn't say that women are pick-me's or have internalized misogyny because you should be supporting all of them. No, being a feminist does not mean that you just start handing out get-out-of-jail-free cards for women who perpetrate bigotry. If a woman
There's no perpetrating bigotry, you're just dumb and you don't understand what the word means.
started being racist, transphobic, or ableist, you wouldn't expect feminists to just sit around and ignore or excuse her behavior simply by narrating the fact that she's a woman, would you?
But they do.
No, that's
I remember when Drew said the F word, the F slur. Yeah.
absurd. So why on earth do you make this arbitrary line in the sand at sexism? Sexism
You follow Drew, by the way.
is just as equally a form of bigotry.
No, I don't know if she follows Drew, actually.